morning, gang members. How are you? And welcome back to my channel, Manush's Fun Class for Kids. As you have seen in my previous video, that I was talking about language, a little bit of how to write letter, how to write speech. Well, I thought this video I would dedicate a little bit to mathematics. Now, there is something about maths that I would like to share with you. I see many of you find maths difficult. Many of you find maths boring. I feel like mathematics is very basic, necessary thing. Look everywhere, anywhere around you. Most of the thing that is around you is made up of mathematics. We cannot run away from it. And actually, the thing is that you are already very good in maths. It's just that we need to understand the basics of it. We'll start block by block by block to understand maths. I feel like it's like a train. When you board the train, right? If you miss the train, then it goes on and on and on, and then we have to wait like Harry Potter to go on a magical car and go out for the train. So let us try today to catch that train. Let us try to understand the series of maths. I'll teach you some concepts about maths, and let us try to figure out about a little bit about mathematics. I hope this series is useful for you. So today is the first episode of Mathematics is Fun. As you can see here, I would like to give you a brief history about maths. I would like to show you what is the origin of maths. Can any one of you guess? You can pause the video and guess, discuss with your friends that how do you think maths began? What was like? Was it an Adam's apple, or like Newton's apple, or fell on somebody, or how do you think that mathematics evolved? Well, you can guess, and I'll tell you the answer in few moments. So the answer to this basic is this. You see, the stones. Yes, the stones. Yes, the stones. Now you might be thinking, my students might be asking, how the hell this guy has stones in his hands? Well, yeah, somebody's garden. I just broke into somebody's garden and grabbed something. No, I asked them. So the thing is that when humans started to evolve and they were in the Stone Age, right? They were hunting animals. Then they began to realize that animals are worth living as well. If you can domesticate some animals, if you can goat, like say ox or cow, they could be used for farming. When they try to understand the cattle system, when they try to realize that some animals gives us milk, they are helpful in our day-to-day chores, they started to keep them, domesticate them, what we say here cattle industry nowadays in modern days. So when they started to keep gathering, they started a civilization where they started to live. They felt like there should be a kind of accounting. They don't know, the next person might steal their cows, buffalo, we don't know. They might even steal their wife. So what they do, they started to keep account with help of stone. One stone, one cattle, second stone for the second cattle, third stone for the third cattle, like that. It is also known as the Stone Age. There are many evidences of number keeping count. You can even see those markings. If I can show you there where we play, can you imagine how this history have evolved like a river? People at that time, like thousands of years ago, when the first humans started to keep count, they used to play games like this: one straight line, second straight line, third straight line, fourth straight line, and a slash. This whole slash means that it is a 5 count. When I play with my students still, I always count homework not done on Monday, not done on Tuesday, homework not done on Wednesday, not done on Thursday, and Friday a mail goes to your parents. Similarly, there are many other systems that you can even share or comment that it is still used in mathematics. And now we will first of all try to, in the today's basic, we will try to figure out about a number line, the countings. That's it. So in the counting, I would like to say the first thing that comes in counting is the number line. Now there are many definitions for number line, aren't there? If you go from books to book, country to country, they'll tell you different definitions for number line. Different teachers might tell you something else for the number line. You know what number line means to me? For me, number line is God. Yeah, it is God for me. Number line is what it is. If I see, I'll draw and I'll show a number line here. See, it's a straight line. A straight line, number line is just pretty much. So number line is just a straight line which has no ending, neither on left hand side or neither on right hand side, just as we say about God. But it does have a center point that we can meditate upon, a center point that we can keep a reference, a center point which is the reference, which is the point which we look upon to, and that is one big hell of a zero. The center of a number line is 0. On the right hand side, if you see, a number line is what most of us use usually. We start with, then after 0 1, the number is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You can see in the following number line, 0 1 2 3 4 5 8. What after 8? Well, it number lines goes on and on and on and on and on. 9 and then 10 till what? Till infinite. This symbol represents the sign of infinity. Infinity means that there is something there. There is an end, but that end that we can never reach. If you say any number you think is the greatest number, plus 1 would be one number greater than that. It keeps on stretching and stretching and stretching. So the number, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are physical numbers. Numbers that you can actually measure. The number that you can actually see. You can feel those numbers. So that numbers are known as natural numbers. From 1 onwards, they all are known as natural numbers. Then, if you want to include this 0 in it, 0 is very much tricky, you know. 0 sometimes it becomes the greatest, 0 sometimes becomes the least. It depends on what numbers are you talking about. So 0 is, if it is on forward, right, it doesn't make sense. But if it is at back, oh boy. That's why I wish my salary should be maximum number of zeros, right? So the 0 here is a very much important number in mathematics. So the 0 here, if we include 0 in counting the number line, this all these numbers are known as whole numbers. WHOLE, whole numbers. By the way, on the left hand side now, there is a mirror image. Mirror image indicates that same what goes on right, the same goes on left. And those numbers are actually, all of them are integers, but specifically we, in our day-to-day life, we represent those negative numbers as integers. So if I say on the left hand side is just the mirror image, if let's say this is like the center of the mirror, which I always like to see in the morning and get scared, the right hand side and the left hand side. So on the left hand side are all the negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -4, oh boy, sorry about that, -5, -6, -7, and on and on and on till what? Till infinity. Both sides you cannot reach though, but the number in the center of that number line is 0. Now if you see 1, if I see this crocodile, the open crocodile represents which one is greater. So 1 is greater than 0. Here 2 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 2. 4 is greater than 3. So the greatness of numbers is ascending like this on this side. And it keeps on decreasing as it goes now. Here the greatest number is greatest negative integer is -1. -1 is of course less than 0 though. Then -2 is less than -1. We will focus more on integers. These numbers are known as integers. We'll focus more of them on some another lecture. Before, there's a lot of stuff to go here. This itself has a lot of things hidden in it. Oh, number line has so much things hidden in it. If you say how many numbers are there between 0 and 1, you'll be surprised. What am I talking about? Well, I would say there are infinite numbers between them. We'll focus much on them on the next presentation. Similarly, if we say the number keeps on increasing, the 0, I should have started from here. The 0 is the center point, and from here the greatness of a number starts to decrease on a given number line. So thank you. This is just a basic presentation about numbers, and we will have much more fun in next classes. You can tell in the comment section any other topic of maths that you want to learn right now. I will cover it slowly, and I hope you like. I say that my students, they all work really hard to make this thing happen. If you really like, you can share, subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.